Most people want to think their way to change. But the problem with that is change doesn't just happen in your mindset. It lives and breathes in your body. And our body is always talking to us, but we've been trained to override what it's saying, right? We push through, we do one more thing, we're like, oh, just wait one, and you stay up till 1 a.m. writing the email, and then you're exhausted. And we wonder why we're burnt out and disconnected from ourselves and from each other. You see, I speak the language of the body, and I call it body intelligence. In fact, I like to call myself a translator, where I help people reconnect to that language of their body. The one that's innate and has always been there, but we forget and turn off. And I love it, but it scares people so much, which is kind of fun. And the first thing people want to do when they hear body intelligence is think about it and try to understand it. What does that mean? But it's not meant to be understood. It's meant to be felt. So how about I show you instead? I'd love to show you one of my favorite examples that's a living example, and all you need to do is get a coin out from your pocket or your purse if you've got one. So anybody out there, please see if you've got one, and if not, an imaginary one is just fine. So we've all turned over to fate, to heads or tails, and see what happens, and as it's spinning in the air, you're like, oh, please land on heads. So we're gonna try that now. And I'm gonna invite you to choose a heads and a tails, like assign it a meaning, something that's easy, yes or no. Now you can do this with big life decisions, but let's not do that right now. We can do that in session later if you want. Something simple, like should I have a salad or should I have pizza for dinner, right? Should I curl up on the couch and be cozy and watch a movie tonight? Or should I go out for a walk with my friend or a workout, okay? So just something simple, yes or no. So we're all gonna flip it upside down and then see what happens. At the same time, on your marks, 1, 2, 3. That's hard to do with a mic in my hand. Now, pay attention to what happened in your body. Did you get the one you wanted? Maybe you wanted the heads and you saw it and you went, maybe you got a little tinge of excitement or a small smile. Maybe you got a stomach turns if it was a really good one, or you just felt warm. Or maybe you got unlucky and you got the one you didn't want, and you kind of went, and everything collapsed, like, oh, damn it, now I gotta go to the gym. So that moment when your body is speaking to you is your body intelligence. It's that simple. Your body is intelligent. It's speaking to you all day long, and it's collecting data. It's not woo-woo. That experience when your body just went, that's the thing I want. That's the part we ignore. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's just a whisper. Sometimes we can't hear it at all because we haven't been used to it, and that's totally okay. You can still turn that back on, right? So what I invite people to do is pay closer attention to those inner sensations, right? Now, I'm gonna give you a little fact bomb. My favorite statistic is that our brain is so powerful, it can process 40 to 50 things in 1 single second. It's cool, our brain is so strong, so like the supercomputer, no wonder we're always defaulting to our brain. The rest of your sensory body is processing 11 million bits of information in the same exact second. So that, I don't want you to pay attention to your esophagus swallowing and digesting your food, who cares? But imagine if you could turn on some of those unconscious, make those things conscious, right? The things going on in your body where you're all of a sudden like, get really tense before something happens. What if you could pay attention to that and change your reaction? That's where body intelligence comes in. So it's noticing, it's becoming aware, and then it's choosing to do something different. So there's multiple components to it, and action is my favorite piece. So when you don't have this skill, and it's not honed, and we've forgotten it, it can be really overwhelming and scary, right? Your body's talking to you, and you don't know what it means, so you either just ignore it, push it away, disconnection, or maybe you make it mean something that it's not, and you convolute all the ideas together, and you're just kind of a big ball of anxiety, right? And it can show up as overthinking, overwhelm, and that disconnection we talk about, right? But when you learn how to turn that into a trusted language and a skill that you can hone strategically, then that sensitivity that we try to avoid becomes precision, right? Your decisions become sharper, your relationships get deeper, and you can stop reacting and start responding intentionally with conscious choice. That's body intelligence, and that's what the work I love to do. When we can blend IQ and EQ and PQ to work together so they're not tearing each other apart, and you're not in the middle of a tug of war when your brain is saying one thing and your old body patterns are keeping you back like a dead weight, right? Because you see, you can change your body. Simply, you change your state, you change your shape to change your state, to change the outcome. So your body has a lot more power and control than you think it does. And I love to help people get there. And that's where you become a leader from within, right? So whether you're leading an entire organization, a team, a difficult conversation, your family, or yourself, you are a leader. And the question is, how are you doing that? Are you outsourcing your leadership? Or are you leading from within? I help people burn bright, not out, with body intelligence.